I fell in love with my mom's boyfriend. Hi, I'm Casey, and you're not going to believe this story. My mom and I were grocery shopping one night, and as usual, we got way too much stuff. This really nice, handsome guy offered to help us load it into the car. He was super helpful. To say thanks, my mom and I invited him to have coffee with us the next day. He accepted, and we had a great time. He was easy to talk to, funny, and sweet. I could tell my mom really liked him. I teased her afterward about having a crush on him, but she refused to confirm. He started coming over often. I was always really excited to see him. I could see that he had feelings for my mom and that she felt the same. That should have made me super happy, right? Except for some reason, I wasn't. This guy, Jim, was really kind to me. He bought me gifts, took me to the movies when mom couldn't go with me, helped me with my homework. He was a saint. He would even take my side when my mom and I argued. So why wasn't I shouting from the rooftops that I wanted him and my mom to get married? I'd really started to notice how cute he was, and how warm and floaty I felt around him. At first, I told myself that's just how it is when you make a new friend. But slowly, I started to realize something really, really bad. I was in love with my mom's boyfriend. I tried to make myself stop thinking about him that way. I told myself he was too old for me, and that my mom liked him, so I couldn't. But the feelings were too strong. I started hiding when he came over, and when that didn't work, I wondered, well, why shouldn't I be allowed to be with him? He was younger than my mom, so it's not like he was that much older than me. I decided I had to keep him away from my mom. If he was out of both of our lives, then everything would go back to normal. Sometimes he'd call, and I'd say my mom was too busy to talk, even though she wasn't. Or I'd beg him to take me to the movies on a day I knew they had plans. That was the worst, because sitting next to him in the movie theater now that I'd realized I loved him, no way. Then something incredible happened. On a day when my mom really wanted to go out with Jim, he told her he was too busy running errands. Normally, he would drop everything to see her. Maybe he was losing interest on his own. I was so relieved that my plan might be working. But then, the next day when I came home from school, my mom showed me a diamond ring on her finger. She was giddy with excitement. You know, yesterday when Jim said he was running errands, she asked, he was buying me this. We're engaged. I felt sick. I tried so hard to make the word congratulations come out, but I was so angry and upset I couldn't speak. I ran upstairs to my room crying. It was going to kill me, seeing my mom and Jim get married and knowing that I couldn't have him. He would be my stepdad. I had to stop this marriage. My mom tried to get me to talk, but I begged her to leave me alone, preferring to spill my feelings to my diary. The next day when I got home from school, my mom was crying. That scared me. What's wrong? I asked. She told me that she'd gone into my room to get laundry, and she'd found my diary, open to the pages I'd written last night. She knew all about my love for Jim. I started crying, and I told her I was so sorry. We hugged, and she said she'd take care of everything. She broke up with Jim. I felt so guilty, like I'd made her do it, but she said it was her choice. She took my feelings for Jim seriously and said it would be too complicated if we were both in love with him. She said I was the most important person in her life, not Jim. I still feel bad that I couldn't just be happy for my mom and Jim, but it means so much to me to know that I'm my mom's first priority. I still miss Jim, but I'm relieved I don't have to deal with my inappropriate feelings for him anymore.
What do you think of this story? Please feel free to share your comment and stories in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.